happy Sunday and welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be doing a really fun DIY that will not only give you a really beautiful decor piece, but it's also going to help you if you are looking to update your decor. We're going to be taking some frames that we have in a gallery wall and we're going to be fabric wrapping those. This is going to help if you changed color palettes, if you don't like the frames anymore, or if you just want to add some pattern or color to your space. So this DIY is super easy, super inexpensive, and very beginner friendly. If you're looking for something that is fun and easy that you could do in an afternoon or while you're watching TV that won't cost a lot of money but will make a big impact, this is definitely one to try out. We're going to go ahead and take all of the frames off of the wall so that we can lay them out and see what we want to wrap with what fabrics and start putting all the fabrics on. So if you're interested in seeing this DIY, then make sure to like and subscribe so you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every Sunday and we are going to get right into it. Okay, so I went ahead and took all of the pictures off from our hallway. We had sort of a gallery wall set up in that space. All of the pictures are from a trip that we took to Peru. So you can see right here, this is one of them. And this was the trip that we took way back when we first started dating. So they're really fond memories for us. But as you can see, all of the frames are different colors. We also have some in here that are black. So it's a real mix of different things. What I'm hoping to do is for the ones like this, where they have a visible matting, I will wrap the matting in fabric and leave the frame as is. And then for ones like this that don't have a matting showing, I would wrap the frame so that every picture has some fabric wrapping. But I'm also trying to eliminate the black frames because I feel like those are the ones that fit the least with the color scheme. And these two styles of brown kind of work together. So I'm more okay with these frames showing. The ones that I really would like to keep are these ones right here. This is my favorite frame. I really like the texture and the color. The goal is to have mostly these with the frame showing and everything else will have fabric wrapping, if that makes sense. The first thing I want to do is wipe all these frames and pictures down. They've been on the wall for quite a while now. They're just a little bit dusty and could use a good cleaning before we put glue and fabric on them. And then once we do that, we'll be able to just get into the fabric wrapping, which is a pretty simple process. It's kind of repetitive, which I personally like when I'm doing a DIY. I think it's relaxing. Once we get down how to wrap the frames and the matting, you'll just be able to repeat that for each of them. Let's start by wiping everything down and then we can look at the fabric. So I went to Joann Fabrics and picked out some fabric and tacky glue. I did hear, I've been seeing in the news that Joann Fabrics might be closing, which is super sad. They're my favorite crafting place to go and shop at. So if you didn't know that, I would definitely check out updates on that and what's happening in your area so that you could go and get any items that you want before this possibly happens. Hopefully it doesn't, but we'll see. I picked out 3 different kinds of fabric. The first one I got is this pretty blue and white stripe, and I'll put on the screen kind of the inspiration that I was going for. Originally, I was looking at green colors for this design and makeover, but ultimately I'm thinking that when I do a makeover in that hallway, I'm going to be playing with a lot of different blue tones. I decided to kind of change courses and go with blue colors and patterns instead so that it would make more sense in the long run. I was looking at a lot of plaids, stripes, and then patterns like this, kind of that garden Delft sort of style, like florals and little houses. I have a similar pattern on our bed with the upholstery fabric that I used as a runner on the end of the bed. So I really like this sort of cottagey vintage look. I also got this really pretty blue color. I think they go super nicely together. So all together, they will look like this. What I would like to do is mix and match these with our frames. Like I was saying, I'm going to be wrapping some mats, some frames, maybe a couple that are both. I think it's going to look really pretty. The photos that we have in these picture frames are a lot of photos out in nature. Having a earth tone, a more muted tone that we're going to be using with these, I think is a good call. I wouldn't want to go too vibrant when we have nature pictures because I think it would pull away from the photo and distract you, and that's not the goal. I want it to kind of add to it rather than take away from it. We are going to start by just picking one of these that we think looks good with the photo, and then we can go ahead and wrap it. This is going to be a slightly messy process, so you might want to put on rubber gloves if you have that, or just go for it and know that your hands are going to get a little bit sticky. You will be needing tacky glue or something like this. You could use fabric glue, you could use Mod Podge. I don't know if that would hold quite as well, but it would definitely work. And you could also use hot glue or super glue if you wanted to, or E6000. But this will dry really quickly and it's definitely going to hold. So that's what I'm going for. And then you're also going to need some fabric scissors to cut your fabric, or if you don't have those, then just whatever scissors you have on hand. I actually got some new fabric scissors when I went to Joann. I have not been kind to my fabric scissors. I don't do what you're supposed to do, which is only use them for fabric. I use them for whatever I'm doing in my project that I'm working on. It definitely dulls the blade when you do that, so I have to go get those sharpened. So in the meantime, I got a new set. I always love how you have to have scissors to open scissors. Makes no sense. And then the last thing you'll need is some kind of brush, whatever you have on hand. Could be a paintbrush, foam brush, really anything. If you don't have a brush, you could even, spread the glue with your finger or a paper towel. Let's pick out our first frame and fabric. I think maybe let's start with a smaller one just so we can get the hang of it. For this one, let's see what fabric looks good. So we've got this right here, this one, or this. I'm kind of thinking I want to go with the solid one for this first one. I think it will really complement this photo. So we'll start with the simple one. We are going to begin by taking off the backing, removing your photo entirely so that you only are working with the frame. And if you have these little hooks back here like this, you have a couple of options. You can either remove these with a little screwdriver and then put them on when you're done. If you don't need it and it's one that is going to stand up on the stand, then you could just remove them altogether. Or you can cut around them so that you make a little tab where those are not covered, kind of like that, if that makes sense. I think I'm going to go for cutting the tab, and if it doesn't look good, then we can do something different for the next one. So we're going to start by just laying out our fabric. I'm going to work in a corner first because I want to waste as little fabric as possible. We will put our frame down like this and leave about an inch or so on each of the sides so that we have space to wrap the frame. The thing to keep in mind is that the back is not necessarily going to be super beautiful because we are going to be folding the fabric over on the back side and gluing it down, but no one's going to see the back. Really what we are focused on is making the front of these frames look good. So once you have it set out like this, we'll go ahead and just cut around our frame. When you have it cut out like this, then we can move our extra fabric off to the side. And the idea is that we are going to be folding it over like this so that it's wrapping around our frame entirely. We're also going to do that on the inside so that you do not see any of the frame from the front. So what I'm going to do to start off is make a little cut in the center of the fabric so that we're able to cut that once we get it glued on. So just like that. We'll make a little X in the center. Okay, so let's start by just putting some glue on the back. And if you want to, you can also put a little bit on the side just to make sure it's holding really well. Okay, and then let's go ahead and take our paintbrush and just spread the glue around so that everything's coated evenly and we don't have any pieces of the fabric that are not sticking. Okay, so now we're gonna start folding it over. And then for the sides, you can kind of fold it like a present and tuck the side in like that and then fold it over. And if you need to add a little bit of glue or trim the ends, then I would do it at this point. Okay, so now that we have it all pressed over, I'm going to go ahead and trim around the parts that will hang the picture frame so that they're exposed. So it would look like that, and then we can just add a little bit of glue to make sure it's really pressed down well. All right, so now let's go ahead and cut out the center point so that we have this part to fold. And because we already made our X, it's going to be a whole lot easier. What I'm going to do is feel where the frame ends and then just trim it so that I have about an inch until my cut. It's always better to leave a little bit more so that you're not short, and then you could trim it up if you need to. Okay, so I cut little slits to the corners. That way we're able to fold it over a little bit easier. And I'm just gonna flip it back over so that we can see where we're going. And we wanna try and make this as little bulk as possible so that our picture still fits in nicely. Okay, so we're looking at something like this. Obviously it needs to dry, so it does look a little bit funny with some spots, but those will all dry clear. Ideally, we would leave this to dry before we put the picture in, but I really want to see what it looks like. So let's put the picture in and then we can do it the proper way for the other ones. Okay, I think that looks really pretty, and I think when we have all of the different fabric and patterns up, it's gonna look so nice on the wall. Do you see how it just adds so much to the picture? It makes all the colors pop. So I'm super happy with how that first one turned out. I think this is gonna look really, really pretty. Let's do a photo with a matte backing for the next one so that we can try out both ways to wrap our fabric. Here's one that has a matte backing but also a black frame. I am going to start by wrapping the matte backing and then we'll see what we think and if we want to wrap the frame as well. I'm only going to wrap both if it's a black frame because I want to kind of stick to the wood tones. Let's take the photo out and start with the backing. Here's the matte backing that we are working with, and we're going to do a very similar process for this as we did with the frame. I'm going to be wrapping this one with our striped material. Let's open it up and then we can place the matting on the fabric so we can cut some out. So let's fold our fabric over and we're just kind of pressing and smoothing as we go so that we don't have lumps on the front side. And when I do the opposite side, I kind of pull. All right, and then we'll flip it over and cut the inside just like we did before. And then let's go ahead and cut the corners so that we make a little slit into the corner. There we go. And then we're just gonna glue again, add glue as you need it and fold over like this. Making sure to check that you smoothed all of the bumps so you don't end up with a front side that's super wrinkled and funny looking. So just checking from time to time that it looks good like this. So this is what it's looking like, and the front is looking really pretty and smooth. The back looks a little bit crazy, but like I said, no one's gonna see this, so no one will know. You really just wanna make sure that the front looks good. It would go around it like this. This particular photo does have a teeny little bit of white trim around it, which doesn't really bother me. If it did bother you, you could put another piece of fabric underneath that so that you don't see it. So it would be something like that. I want to try also wrapping the frame for this one. I don't think it looks bad like this. I actually think that this helps the black frame a lot to make it make more sense with the other frames. So we could leave it, but if you wanted to add more pattern and more interest, then you could wrap the frame as well. I think I'm gonna go for it. And if we don't like it, then we just won't do it again. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat the same process for the frame and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Alright guys, that wraps up this week's video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing a really quick and easy way to update your frames and make them a little bit more in line with your decor and style and aesthetic of your home. It's also a really fun way to mix in color and patterns if that's something that you're looking to do in your space or that you already do in your space. It's a super budget-friendly DIY and it makes a really big difference in the look of your frames and the look of whatever space they're in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every Sunday. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next Sunday.